All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is 4 months away. That's right. We just saw the announcement trailer not too long ago. I reacted to it, and there's been a lot that has been happening in between that time frame. And if you were hoping for me to cover it, well, here I am. There's going to be a game mode, I guess, breakdown of the game for Sparking Zero that I'm going to be talking about here and watching, reacting, and sort of breaking down for you guys. But also on top of that, there's been a lot of creators that were able to play the game early at Game Festa, and which I wasn't able to do that because I just wasn't there per se. So I'm a little bit sad, but it is what it is. One of my favorite content creators, shout out to Dado Doya. I will be watching his stuff later, so stay tuned for a video like that. But right now, we're going to get into the game modes and let's see what this game has to offer. If I pause, it's because I want to break down as much of this as I can. If the video is also glitching, I don't know why my OBS is, but as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. So let's get into it. All right, here we go.
A test of power. I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle begins.
Oh, sorry. Alright, yep.
You'll lose 1,000,000 pieces, just like I did that earlier.
You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare! I'm not going to hell.
This is that same trailer we watched, right?
Are you ready? Do it! Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save her. Bye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait!
So right here, I think, is the showcase of the what ifs. So there's definitely going to be what ifs in this game, and those, if you actually go back, you can see that you have an option of going alone or working with Piccolo. I'm not going to go in depth on too much of this because if you're stumbling across this video, probably you saw another YouTuber talk about it. But basically, this is what ifs in situations here, which is going to be interesting to see how many of those play out in the game for the story, or quote-unquote story. And obviously we see here Vegeta and Trunks, a possible what if of them defeating Cell instead of Gohan. Yeah, this is a trailer we've already seen. Alright, let's see what they got to offer. Gameplay showcase. Let's go.
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。先ほど皆様に見ていただいたのは6月上旬に公開したトレーラーでした。映像にもありました通り、本作は10月10日に発売決定いたしました。応援してくださっている皆様には改めて感謝申し上げます。発売を楽しみにお待ちいただけたらと思っています。今回はトレーラーではお伝えしきれなかった2つのゲームモード、エピソードバトルとカスタムバトルの
Custom battle is one that I'm actually very much curious about because I think this is one where you can customize a particular battle, or like a what if scene. You can make up your own. It just sounds crazy to me.
詳細を新規ゲーム映像を使用してお伝えいたします。まずはエピソードバトルです。このモードは悟空やベジータなど8人のキャラクターから選んだキャラクター目線で原作の物語。
So Goku, Vegeta obviously confirmed to be part of these episode battles, to take their viewpoints and play the game through their eyes. Interesting they said 8. I'm wondering which other characters that's going to be, whether it's for sure Gohan. I don't know why they don't just confirm him, considering that most of the Dragon Ball Z sagas are like seeing through his eyes as well. So probably a lot of it is going to be Gohan. For sure, most of it Goku as well. Second half of it probably Vegeta. But interesting to say that they said 8. Because I'm curious as to what they're cooking with 8 characters in this episode mode. But a lot of it I'm going to assume is what ifs.
一人用のモードです。物語の流れやシチュエーションがわかる導入パートと実際にプレイするバトルパートを繰り返しながら進めていくものになっております。
From Dragon Ball Z and Super.
キャラクターごとにボリュームは様々です。
I know they say Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, and I know they don't want to put Z on the logo to emphasize that it as a whole is Dragon Ball entirely because they're including Dragon Ball Super. Um, but where's Dragon Ball proper? Like when Kid Goku, I know there's people out there looking at the images, you know what I mean, that pop up here and there, like in the backdrops, and they see Kid Goku and things of that nature. I know we don't really show that much like Dragon Ball love, and Dragon Ball got showed as DLC for Kakarot. But considering how many people actually enjoyed that DLC, I'm curious whether they're holding back on us, and I'm hoping that they have Dragon Ball stuff. It'd be really cool to play as like young Piccolo and play against young Goku, considering that I also saw another thing where you can destroy or, you know, get a lot of people out of the world tournament stage, and then that opens up the map even more. That would work perfectly for like a scenario like that, where Goku and Piccolo have their final battle. That would be perfect for Dragon Ball. So I'm still holding out hope for Dragon Ball. I'm a huge Dragon Ball nerd. I know Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super are what people are more familiar about, but if you have never experienced Goku as a kid, then are you really a Dragon Ball fan?
ですが、最も長い悟空についてはドラゴンボール Z のラディッツとの戦いから始まり、ドラゴンボールスーパーの力の大会編の戦いまでのバトルステージが用意されています。原作で苦戦していた相手と歯応えのあるバトルが楽しめるようになっていたり、一部の物語パートは一人称視点で楽しめるなど、キャラクターとしての体感を味わえるモードになっています。
Wait, what? What was that? Hold up. Say that again. Additionally, certain cutscenes allow players to experience parts of the story from a first person. Okay, so I've seen this as well. First person perspective. I really, really dig this. I really like the idea of this. One of the things I liked about the Arkham games, or like games like that are RPG-esque but not fully RPG, is that you sort of get to see cutscenes through specifically the character's lenses, and you're like watching it and you can move his head and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. That's a really cool way of immersing yourself in the game, and it's different. We haven't really seen it thus far in Dragon Ball games per se, so I'm really digging this feature.
一人称視点で楽しめるなど、キャラクターとしての体感を味わえるモードになっています。一部のステージに限られますが、物語のターニングポイントとなっていた場面での選択やバトルの結果次第で、原作とは異なる場面に出くわすこともありますので、ぜひドラゴンボールのキャラクターになったつもりでお楽しみください。以上がエピソードバトルの説明となります。
Okay, so I know that's it for the battle showcase, but it does still raise a question that I had originally in the announcement trailer, is like, how much is that like changing the course? Like, instead of going with Piccolo, you know what I mean, and going it alone, how much of that changes the actual story? How much of that is going to affect is it like a domino effect, or is it just for that one episode and then we go back to normal type beat? If that's the case, that's a little bit disappointing. Obviously, it would be cool to see that multiple like possible, you know, almost like parallel universes per se as you're playing the game. That's what made Xenoverse, I think, really cool, is you could go back and replay moments in Dragon Ball history, but also change them and rewrite them, and it felt different. And so this is a fun little twist of including the what ifs, not just as like a side sort of quest thing you could do when you beat the game, but instead like a part of the actual story stuff. I just hope that it leads to something. I hope it's not just like one-offs per episodes. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. That is still a question that I have, though.
そして2つ目のモード、カスタムバトルをご紹介いたします。こちらはオリジナルのシチュエーションのバトルを楽しめるモードです。カスタムバトルモードの中にあるエクストラバトルでは、
we've prepared several original battle situations developed for you to enjoy. So several different original battle situations. So I guess you could pick so like on the screen, you could pick the stage, you can pick time limit, transformations if so, switch limit rules. So you could literally like customize your own battles. This is crazy because I wonder if this is going to be like Mario Maker-esque, where you can sort of release these and people can play them online, or people can look at them online and rate or whatever. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be neat. That'd be interesting. This is a first ever for like a Dragon Ball game. I don't know if I've seen it in other anime games as well, where you could just create your own custom battles. I really dig this. I think this is just adding more meat to the bone, to a game that's already, you know, looking like it's hefty for its price. And so, like, if you're looking at this, you know, you're not a Dragon Ball fan and per se, but you know about Dragon Ball and you want a solid fighting game, you know, you look at the price point of the game and you wonder like, oh, this is a lot. I don't know if I really want to get into an anime game like this. But then you see how much they're putting into the game. It makes you sort of want to actually get it more so, because there's a lot of times there's games that don't really have that much meat to the bone, and be able to see this stuff getting fleshed out is neat or added. And so you have more stuff to do other than just playing online, battling your friends. Instead, you could just literally just spend hours customizing a battle that no one has ever seen before, that only came from your mind and your imagination. That's cool. You know what I mean? That's a different way of spending time in the game, and in the long run, if it turns out good, will make people play this game for more than just 1 or 2 years. Like this is going to be a long staying game if this shit lands.
オリジナルのさまざまなシチュエーションのバトルをお楽しみいただけます。中には特殊な勝利条件のものや途中でイベント演出が挟まるものなど、通常のバトルとは異なる戦いもお楽しみいただけます。またエディットモードではプレイキャラクターやバトル前後の会話などをプレイヤーの皆様が自由に設定してオリジナルのバトルを作ることができます。そして作ったものはアップロードして世界中のプレイヤーの皆様と共有できますので、ぜひ皆様の思い描くシチュエーションのバトルを披露し合って楽しんでいただけたらと思っております。エクストラバトルを含め既存のバトルをカスタマイズして新たなバトルを作ることもできますので、ぜひいろいろなバトルを作って遊んでみてください。以上、エピソードバトル、カスタムバトル、2つのメインモードのご紹介でした。またゲームモードに加え、皆様から多くの声を頂戴しているオフラインバトル。
Alright, so this was something that I think a lot of us didn't think was going to actually come to the game, but they have yes confirmed that local play is happening. So you could invite some homies over. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies. If you're watching this, you want to get beat up, that's fine. Hit me up, slide through, come through, and I'll beat you up with Sparking Zero. But anyways, you can invite the homies over. And instead of playing online, you could play locally, which I said, you know, that can't die. I miss local play. I think there's a lot of games that are abandoning it and sort of sticking to online, which I understand. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think kids need to experience getting beat up by the person that they're sitting next to you and hold that L. You know what I mean? In IRL too, because online is different.
それに関してもお話ができればと思います。本作はプレイヤーの皆様がどれだけドラゴンボールのキャラクターになりきった体験ができるかということにフォーカスして開発を進めてまいりました。気を高めるだけで風が巻き起こったり、天気が変わったり、バトルの余波で岩や建物が豪快に壊れたりなど、超パワーをより気持ちよく体感できるよう、最新のプラットフォームだからこそ実現できるさまざまな演出をリアルタイムに描くようにしています。それらの表現とかつてのような画面分割でのローカル対戦とを両立させるのは困難であったものの、皆様により良いゲーム体験を提供できるよう今作ならではの形を模索し、オンラインでの対戦を前提とした一人用のゲームとして開発を進めてまいりました。ただ少しでもより多くの方、多くのシチュエーションで遊んでいただきたいと思い、結果精神と時の部屋限定で画面分割対戦を実装できることとなりました。
Hyperbolic time chamber, and I think people need to like sort of like understand that they're doing this because like nowadays like it's hard to do multiplayer split screen with so many different like, you know what I mean, maps and so many different things that can glitch out the game, especially when there's so much hardware running nowadays. It's not the same as how it used to be. But the fact that like we're even getting it in the first place, like I feel like they could have easily not included local play, but because they've included local play, that's a really good sign, considering that in the future, if they wanted to further develop the game past its release date, you know what I'm saying, which I know a lot of people don't like nowadays, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the world we're living in. You can't fully finish a game when it, upon release, just is what it is. People are always going to go back and re-edit stuff, add things of that nature. Developers will always be doing that. This is one of those cases where I'm not going to be upset. They go back, let's say, and they're like, okay, you know what? We actually worked on this map, and now here's a new map for local play. If you guys want to play locally, other than Hyperbolic Time Chamber, you could do this map. I think that's something that's possible. I'm holding out hope for that, at least.
もともと一人用前提で作ってきておりましたため、 バトル開始前のキャラクター選択画面では2人同時
There
に
will
選択ができ
unfortunately a slight inconvenience during character selection before a split screen battle.
ず切り替えが必要といった
Two players
不
cannot
便な箇所が
simultaneously
残
select
ってしま
characters
い
and
ますが
only one
身
mate.
近な人とお楽しみいただける
This
と
mode will allow
嬉しいで
players
す
to enjoy local.
今回ご紹介させていただくゲーム内容は以上となりますが本作の魅力がお伝えできていれ
I
ば
don't think
幸いで
anybody's
す
complaining about being
また
able to pick
現在
characters
予約
first
解
or
禁してお
second
り
or
ます
whatever. Okay, so that's
通常版
basically
だけ
it.
ではなく発
That's
売より
basically
少し先
showcase.
に本編を
Obviously,
プレイすることができる Early
there's
Access
still
が
question
入っ
on
た
who
デジタ
this
ル
playable character is going to be, but I'm here to find out. But yeah, cool stuff, interesting things here for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But in terms of like excitement level, I'm very excited for this. There's a lot here to digest. Obviously, I'm now excited to see full gameplay of it. Which I'm over here gonna launch up Dotto's video that he so generously allowed a lot of content creators to work on, but and react to. I am just really excited for this game. I hope you guys are too. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, let me know what you think about what we're looking at so far. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, stay tuned because I will be reacting to the gameplay since I couldn't play the game early. It's so sad, but I get to watch other people play the game. It is what it is. All right, like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next video. All right, bye. I gotta go watch gameplay and cry in a corner. All right, cool. Bye.